What's going on, guys? It's me, Joshua Tills, the Vegan Londoner. I've just got back from a run and I wanted to make a video, just more of a vlog in that sense, just of me rambling, because whilst I was out on my run I started thinking about taste. These little receptors that sit on our tongue by their thousands and sense taste. And it got me thinking about, well, what is taste? Well, taste is a sense, and I thought, well, what is a sense? I thought taste is senses and awareness. So I started thinking, well, if we taste something, it means we're aware of something. Because if taste is a sense and sense is awareness, then taste is awareness. And it got me thinking how annoying taste is. How annoying it is that some people let themselves be controlled by taste. Because yeah, it's okay to be aware of something. These taste buds that sit on our tongue, they're just aware, they're just picking up that stimulus, that food that's going into our body, sending it to our brain and becoming aware of what that taste is. It's letting our body know what that tastes like. And I started thinking, well, how annoying or how sad is it that some people allow themselves to be controlled by that? But then, as I progressed into the run, I started thinking a bit more about how, well, taste is a very personal thing. You know, when speaking to people and when discussing veganism typically with people, I will look at, a lot of people will say, I just enjoy the taste of animal products, or well, I love the taste of cheese, or I couldn't imagine not putting butter on my toast, and it's all of these things. And as I was on my run, I thought, well, taste is a very personal thing. It's partly the reason why I chose to eat the way I did for so long. That taste, along with tradition and a lack of awareness, was definitely why I continued to consume animal products for what is currently a large portion of my life. And I sort of look at why it's such a personal thing, and I think for a lot of people it's because it's because taste is powerful, in that any one of the five senses are extremely powerful because they link very heavily to emotion. You know, when you see someone or something, when you smell a nice smell, when you hear an old voice or lyrics from a song, it fills us with this euphoria and this sense of nostalgia. It takes us to this happy place, it takes us to a memory, or something that we can connect with, something that we can reconnect with. And I think that's why it's such a personal thing, and why it's always something very hard to follow on from when discussing veganism with people. Whenever someone sort of says, look, I just love the taste of meat, or I love the taste of fish, or I love cheese, it's always very difficult to move on from there, and it's always difficult to follow on from there, because it's such a personal thing. I personally always find it very difficult to move on from there, because it is so personal. It's and it's something so heavily linked with emotion. So again, as I'm running, thoughts are still flowing, and I'm thinking, well, what changed in me? What made me go from someone who loved meat, loved cheese, couldn't understand the idea of not putting butter on my toast? What changed in me? And I think what happened was my emotions changed. You know, I saw Gary Rofsky's best speech ever, and from there, that something in there resonated with me. It flipped a switch, and I think from there what happened was that I stopped, when looking at meat or when smelling animal products, when looking at animal products, I stopped that sense of euphoria, that nostalgic feeling I was talking about earlier. That was no longer inside me, and I think that was because my emotions had changed, to stop seeing that, to stop feeling that, and to start feeling the pain that these animals are feeling. Because I was now aware of what was happening, I was able to break that bond of that food and that positive emotion, what what turned into be that food and that negative emotion. And obviously that then became very powerful in me to say, look, I can't do this anymore. I can't condone this lifestyle anymore. So that's definitely what happened with me, and I think that that's mainly what I'm trying to convey here, is that yes, taste is a very powerful thing. It's something that does control us. It is something, obviously we're all addicted to good tasting food, regardless of if you're a vegan, a vegetarian, a pescatarian, a meat eater, regardless, we are all addicted to nice tasting food. We want our food to taste nice, because it makes us feel good, it makes us feel happy. Again, it's linked to emotion. It makes us feel happy, it makes us, we enjoy eating a nice meal. So I think that yes, taste is very powerful. Yes, yes it is, but I think that what needs to happen is we need to reconnect with our emotions and look, well, if I'm aware of what's happening, I need to break that bond between what is a positive emotion when I eat, see, smell that food, to what is really happening, and how that really is quite negative. Moving on from there, I mean, I think that it's quite selfish of some people to say that I enjoy the taste of meat because well, it could be 5, 10, 15 minutes that you're eating that food and getting that enjoyment out of it, and what happens then? Well, it's gone. You know, so I think that a lot of the time we can get attached to that feeling and want to eat it, whereas if you look at this other lifestyle, this vegan lifestyle that a lot of people are introducing into their lives, it's very much focused internally, and not, I'm just rambling now, but it's still very happy, and it's not focused on a 5, 10, 15 minute thing. It's focused on their actions. It's focused on, well, I'm not contributing to the death of animals. I'm not contributing, there's no blood on my hands or my tongue in this situation, because I'm not contributing to the murder, to the exploitation of animals. So that feeling, I find personally, continues for a lot longer, because no longer am I focused on a 5, 10, 15 minute meal that's going to make me happy. I'm focused on a tasty meal that is still wholesome and enjoyable, that I get enjoyment out of for a lot longer, because I'm not contributing to the exploitation or the harm of any other living things. And I think that that's really what happened to me, is that I found solace in a vegan diet, because I've now reconnected my emotions with, well, plant-based foods and plant-based living is a better way of living, because I can actually recreate those positive emotions. I can get that sense of euphoria, that sense of nostalgia, and that sense of good feeling from plant-based foods, with these new memories, these new people that I've met, this new lifestyle that I've embraced and adopted. So you can still get that, and I think that's incredibly nourishing to myself, to know that I can still get everything that I need, that I want, out of something that doesn't exploit animals or other sentient beings. I'm going to bring this video to an end now, because I'm really just rambling at this stage. I've sort of said what I want to say. I hope this video might have helped you. What I'd like to do, any thoughts or comments, sort of how you usually discuss veganism with people, specifically around taste. If there's anything you usually say to people when they say, I just love the taste of meat, or I love cheese, or I couldn't imagine not putting butter on my toast, and sort of these sorts of things. What you usually respond with, because as I say, I usually find it quite difficult when people say that. I usually think that well, it's quite hard to move on from there, because it's such a personal thing. So anything you usually say, pop that in the comments. I'd like a bit of a discussion going on down in the comments below. But if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe and share on all them social networks. Thanks for listening to my rambles, and until next time, peace.